This episode of Joe Genius is brought to you by Gorilla Glue.
Hi, I'm Robert, and this is my science project.
This is your science class on a permanent field trip. This is Joe Genius. Hello, and welcome to another exciting episode of Joe Genius, where backyard science goes big time. I'm the always electrifying Jonah Ray, and this episode is all about energized matter. Ow. One super cool scientist who whipped up a lot of electricity is Nikola Tesla. A dashing man who parted his hair in the middle, Tesla came up with AC electricity that you use in a wall socket. Oh, and he also invented the Tesla coil. It generates rapid pulses of extremely high voltage electricity, some of which discharges directly into the air to look like lightning. Here's what happens when you combine a Joe Genius with a Tesla coil and 300,000 volts.
So now I'm standing on the plate of the Tesla coil. I'm going to hold my hand out like this, and you're going to see arcs of lightning come out of my fingers.
With the help of a weed whacker channeling the electric voltage, this Tesla coil is the ultimate car protector. So we're going to give this guy the Joe What Were You Thinking Award. Seriously, you never mess with Nikola Tesla or his coil. I don't want to give any tips to any would-be criminals out there, but if you're going to steal a car, you should probably check to see if there's a giant spinning Tesla coil on top shooting bolts of electricity around the vehicle. Just a tip. If I had to think of a time to thank our sponsor, it would be now. And our sponsor is Gorilla Glue. You know, Gorilla Glue for the toughest jobs on planet Earth. For more information about it, you can visit GorillaGlue.com. Or just head on down to your hardware store and ask them where the Gorilla Glue is, and they'll say, "It's right here, we love this stuff."
Hi, I'm Robert, and this is my science project. I'm going to make juice from a lemon. Not the juice you're thinking of, but electricity juice. First, you cut up the lemons like so. Then, like you see right here, the nail goes to the penny. Nail to nail, not penny to penny. Now, you see I've put the LED light in here. And look what happens when I put the nail into the lemon. Thank you for watching my presentation. And don't suck lemons, success.
I see you sitting there wondering how this all works. Well, you'll be happy to know that each and every one of you is invited to this lemon party. A lemon battery is made with a lemon and two metallic electrodes of different metals, such as a copper penny and a zinc-coated nail, like you saw in Robert's experiment. A reaction between the two metals and the lemon juice releases stored chemical energy. Sometimes chemical reactions give off heat. This one produces electricity instead. The voltage travels through the circuit, energizing your refreshing citrus battery. Other fruits will work too. Give it a shot with an orange, a kiwi, or a grapefruit, I don't care. As green or as yellow as the energy may be, it would take millions of lemons just to power a regular light bulb. So much for my dream of a self-powered Jamba Juice stand. All right, let's get amped and talk about electricity. Basically, it's just electrons in motion, like a lightning bolt. But it can be artificially produced in these three ways. 1, by means of a generator. 2, by the action of chemicals. And 3, by rubbing together two unlike things, such as glass and silk, or you and me. Electricity, much like cookies, soap, and women, comes in all shapes and sizes, from super huge lightning to a small little battery for your watch. Let's break this down. There are two copper wire hearts twisting and turning thanks to a small battery and a magnet. The battery sends electrons hurtling through the wires, and wherever you have electricity, you also get a magnetic field. The magnet then interacts with the wires and sends them spinning. You know, every scientist has to test their invention, do a little field work. The question is, would you go this far to help your friend? I wouldn't. Those might be the first guys ever to say, "Go ahead and tase me, bro. That doesn't look like fun to me." But here's why cops use them. The nerve and muscle cells in your body also run on electricity. Overload them and you could shut the whole body down. Well, only temporarily if you do it right. Check out what these other Tesla wannabes are doing with electricity.
Okay, here we go. Whoa, look at that. That is some crushing capabilities.
We really don't want to be doing that for long.
Watch what happens when this potato gets confronted with a mega charge. I'd like to think that the voltage sent that potato back in time, hopefully to a hungry family during the potato famine of 1840. Cats have an attitude, you know? They think they're the coolest cats around. Now that is until they get embarrassed. This is Nosy. She's currently on her way to get a restraining order on that balloon. She's wondering why this balloon won't back the up. It seems Nosy had some static electricity going on. Static electricity, as we know, is the buildup of charge on the surface of objects due to friction. And it doesn't go away until it's discharged.
Step 1. Get a comb that you can brush your hair with, and then brush it as fast as you can. Now what it does is that it gets electrons on it, and the reason why we need electrons on it is so that the water can actually attract to it because it's neutral, and any kind of neutral will attract to a charged object. So since this will have electrons on it, the water will attract to it, causing it to bend.
Congrats, dude. Your controlling waterways gets you an award. We'll call it the Joe Moses Award. Ah, plasma. Not solid, liquid, or gas, but the dark horse of matter. Now let's go over to the Czech Republic to see how this guy's making it work. You can find plasma deep at the core of stars and even in your newest high-definition TV. But what is it exactly? Well, like a gas, it doesn't have any specific form. But brother, it does things no gas can do. See, plasma is free-flowing electricity that can be guided by magnetic and electric fields. You know what I feel like doing? Thanking our sponsor, Gorilla Glue. Gorilla Glue for the toughest jobs on planet Earth. For more information, visit GorillaGlue.com or head to your local hardware store to check out all their amazing products for yourself. God, that stuff sticks so good. All right, it's that time of the show where we award the best of the best. This was tough, but only one can get the coveted Joe Genius Award. Robert and his lemon battery experiment. Maybe that should be the Joe Genius Jr. Award, kiddo.
And don't suck lemons, success.
So there you have it, electricity. It's energized matter, it's electrons that amp up our backyard science projects. Until next time, this is Joe Ray saying, don't tase me, bro. Joe Genius is brought to you in part by the National Science Foundation.